Today we are with Sion, one of my really good friends and a very, very good teacher. Sion, I just got a lot of questions from the students, and they wanted to ask this question. One of the very, very common question we had was about how to improve our accent and to be near native. Of course, people cannot be real 100% native, but they can be close. So what are your tips? You are a native speaker.
So the best thing that a person can do is to uh, take part of the best part of America culture, which is television. They have so many really, really great movies that you can learn from. Choose your favorite movie, whatever genre you like. Take a few lines, a few sentences. A lot of people like, that scene from Taxi Driver. He turns around, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" So
Wow.
you practice things like that. It's like really memorable. You'll never forget it. There's certain accents that you can just automatically start doing when you think of the scene. The movie scene will improve your accent, and it also improve your memory of the actual English words in the sentence too. So if you keep like play acting those scenes, you're going to have a very good accent development very
So you
quickly
mean
for sure.
actually you just lead me to the second question. They ask like how can they use movies and songs to improve? And you said just one question, one very important point you mentioned was just to pick some lines, not don't try to just listen with no reasons, with no goal. Just pick some lines and try to repeat those lines and try to get the gesture, get the tone, and get the even the body language. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, language is supposed to be very natural. When we're babies, how do we learn language? We learn by just watching our parents speak. And if you don't have parents that speak English, so the next natural thing to do is to take from whatever resources you have. The easiest one is television because everybody knows American television. So just you take from whatever you see and make it your own, live it a little bit, play with it, find your friends, like make a little like back and forth conversation, and you'll have a very nice accent developing very fast, for
Perfect.
sure.
And thank you. And this question was like crazy. People asked a lot about IELTS exam. IELTS and TOEFL are exams that can change people's future, and even they can find good jobs, they can find good universities, better. So, especially IELTS exam. So, what are your tips? I mean, I know that you are teaching IELTS and TOEFL. So what people can do to be ready for those exams?
So the way that I teach it is also based off of what I said before, with a lot of play acting, making yourself feel very natural. Of course, you have specific information that you have to learn for these exams. So what you need to do is you take them, make it a little bit more approachable. What does that mean? You take the information, try to make some kind of a conversation out of it, something that you can practice easily, something that's interesting for you. Find some kind of connection with the material, like if you're talking about grammar. So practice either writing with your teacher or with a friend, write a note back, make a game out of it. Like maybe you can write a sentence, a question and answer kind of thing, and you keep passing notes back and forth. That will help you practice your writing. My favorite thing to do is to play time games. So you have to fill out answers before the clock finishes 30 seconds or 60 seconds if you have more people playing the game. So basically, I'll keep repeating the same sentence over and over again, and the person who says it the fastest, you have to keep saying it before the clock runs out. And there's like little time games that you can play. with another friend, usually it's the best way to do it. Always, it's better to practice with someone else instead of by yourself because they can always tell you when you're making a mistake, even though you don't hear it. Always, your friend is going to help you, and English teacher is the best, is someone who's a native speaker, at least, so that you can practice these things over and over. Repetition, it's fast. You have to do it many, 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 many times. Even if you got it right, it doesn't matter. You have to do it minimum 10, 20 times until you just, you do it instinctively. It has to be right at the tip of your tongue, what you're trying to learn. It has to be just natural. You did it so many times that you can't help but do it correctly.
Bravo.
This is the best. Practice, practice, practice.
Thank you, Sion. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't have a very, very good quality of, I mean, the camera, and but the quality of the information were perfect. Thank you, Sion. I really appreciate, your time, coming, and, thank you. So, anything about your classes? Students wants to know about the classes. Are they one-to-one? Are they group classes? And can you tell us a bit about your classes?
So I have classes that are one-to-one for sure, but most of the time I'm teaching groups of kids, and the information is always very tight. Like I, everything is timed, and I have a goal to meet. I have to make sure that they're saying the words properly, and that they're making sentences out of them, and that they understand what I'm saying, and that the beginning of the word is correct and the end of the word is correct, because it's so easy in English to, get most of the word right, and then at the end, it kind of the accent always is hard. So I try to make sure that my students are always making the full package of the English word. You have to concentrate, clear, crisp sounds, vowels, the accents, and depending on where you're from, my students always have trouble from China. There's special letters that are always confused, like L and P, for example. With Arabic students, they have problem with B and P, for example. So we have to, like, if you have trouble with the P, so it's very important you hold a paper in front of your face and make sure it moves. And when you moves, you know that you said the right letter. This is
Bravo.
very, yeah, because if you're going b b b b,
Yeah,
it's not moving. You
as
have to go
movie. Yeah, yeah.
and then it moves, and you're like, ah, you
Wonderful,
did it.
wonderful. Clever, clever.
Yeah.
Really, thank you. I know you have another lesson now, so I don't bother you. Thank you for the time. Have a beautiful time, and hope to talk to
Yeah.
you more and more. Okay, for now, goodbye.
Bye for now. Bye bye.
Bye, bye.